The Dustin Poirier says it's signed, sealed, and delivered, and then his coaches came out and all that and pretty much confirmed that it's booked for UFC 269 in December. So this fight is confirmed in Las Vegas.
December 11th in Las Vegas. Interesting.
As it should be.
At T-Mobile, huh?
T-Mobile, like this is a fight that it needs to be done. This is where, you were talking about, now go back after that money and stuff. He needs the title. He needs to go after the title. I'm not saying it's going to be an easy fight, but yeah, no, he does. Because he's setting himself up. He's already got the money fights.
Yeah.
There's nothing
guys,
there.
I like to poke a lot of fun, John. I like to jab at you, and I like to go out there and just stir the pot. The reality is, yeah, he needs to fight for the title. I thought he should have fought for the title the second instead of fighting Conor the second time. I thought he should have fought for the title, and I'm not against him fighting Conor the third time. I should have said. I wanted him to do that because he just beat him. He actually just TKO'd him, and I was thinking to myself, Conor's not going to get better between now and your guys' next fight. So I get you going out there and fighting him again, but because you already felt what he felt like that time versus the first time you fought him. I understood why he did it for the money, but I thought, man, do it for the title. Let Conor come get it for the title because then there's a bigger stake. There's something bigger at stake, And here's the thing: I know everyone's looking at him as if he's the one, pretty much he's the one to beat. I think a lot of people are overlooking Charles Oliveira.
Yeah,
they're looking at Charles Oliveira. They're looking at him as if okay, he has the title while Dustin was fighting Conor for money. I hope Dustin doesn't overlook him because he's the guy. Charles right now is just he's on a different level. He's not too much he's not too, they're even right now, the two of them, but they're just different stylistically. If this fight hits the ground, I could see Charles getting the tap. I could see him getting the submission. I could see him dominating that top position, in jiu-jitsu if he gets him down. He's got to be careful on the feet though with Dustin. Dustin's got power, southpaw stance, punches come from different angles, the way you're used to ducking and moving and all those things. They're not the same. And so to say that you can prepare for it and have it and spar with the southpaw all the time, it's not true. And so this is going to be a great fight. I'm pumped for this fight. I've been looking forward to this fight. I wanted this fight to happen before the third Conor fight. I'm glad it's happening.
Like you said that, they both have their strong suits. Look at Dustin's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, but Oliveira is at a different level when it comes to the submission game and being able to pull off submissions, and his transitions to those submissions. It's just better. You got to be honest, and you got to look and say, strength-wise, that's got to go into Charles Oliveira's corner. Not that Dustin can't defend himself, not that Dustin couldn't pull off a submission himself. He can, just depends on the situation in the fight. But the guy, if you're going to say who's got the better skill set on the ground, it's got to be Oliveira. On the feet, it's very close, but I think the power goes to Dustin. I think He's got more power than Oliveira. And the one thing that I definitely know that Dustin have is, especially in this, the last 5 years of his career right now, the durability of Dustin Poirier. Charles he's that fine, he's that thoroughbred, racehorse. He's the Ferrari race car, but he doesn't take damage that well. It starts to affect him in the fight where Dustin just bring it, and he just keeps coming. And so, if you're looking at a game plan, hey, if you're Dustin, you're talking about, I'm going to get in his face and I'm going to make him fight a dirty, nasty, gritty fight and just break him down. If you're Oliveira, you want to keep him to outside. You get on top of the takedown, look for the submission and stuff. But these guys match up so well, and you can take nothing away from the champ in Oliveira. He's deserved that title. He's been on an incredible win streak. Absolutely. He's done everything that you can ask. He holds the submission record in the UFC. The guy is remarkable. The other guy that's remarkable is Dustin Poirier. So it's awesome that they're going to fight.
Yeah, it's going to be a good fight. I would have to agree with you. Charles got the advantage on the ground, but it's not to say that Dustin can't defend himself as well as mount an offense as well. And then on the feet, I give the power to Dustin. The slickness of the stand-up I would give to Charles in terms of using the push kick, keeping his boxing tighter. Against the fence, that dirty, grimy fighting, I'd give it to Dustin because we saw that against Hooker.
No doubt.
If Charles Oliveira's back gets to the fence, he's in trouble, because Dustin's going to let the hands go. It's gonna be a good fight, though. I give the wrestling advantage. I'd give it to Oliveira as well because the wrestling can turn into any type of submission attack, whether jumping to the back if he turns the corner on him or drop into an ankle lock or any of those things can benefit him. So it's gonna be a great fight in terms of how they match up. Like they have different ways to win the fight, which makes it a fun matchup.
And the best part is both of them right now. You've never seen a better Charles Oliveira. And right now, you've never seen a better Dustin Poirier. You're getting them at the top of their game. Perfect.
This is true. This is true. You are correct. That's what you want to see.
Say that again.
John.
Say that again. Say that again.
That's what you want to see, John.
No,
I saw where you were trying to go with that.
That's where that CTE helps.
Denied.
You remember those last couple of words.
Denied. Thompson with denial. Block.
Slammed back.
Yeah. You want to see two top fighters fight in their peak, and just because they're fighting for the title, it doesn't mean that they're both fighting at their feet, fighting at their peak. Because you look at what we saw, Lauren Murphy versus Shevchenko, different levels, different peaks. Lauren Murphy still needs to gain more. She's gotten better, a lot better, but she's still not at that level of where she's at, of where Shevchenko is. I don't know a female that is.
Yeah.
But when we're having this conversation right now, the two of these guys are right at the peak of their game. And I want to know how Charles Oliveira's damage, how much damage he can take, because now he is at 55. We really haven't seen him in a whole lot of trouble, at 55. He's had some good fights at 55, and he hasn't taken a whole lot of damage at 55. So he had dominant performances, to be honest, against a lot of these fighters. So this is going to be fun. It's going to be interesting to see what happens.